Look, if you are riding a bear and you are using the American flag as a cape, I'll let that fly. I'll be like, okay, that's pretty badass.
Here we go. We're freaking back. Not exactly experts. For Rusty, Jarett, as we mentioned in the preview, the promo we put online, Rusty, we moved you across the country. Well, we didn't really move you, but you moved across the country.
I did. And it's melting hot in Arizona, guys. It's a cool, like breezy 98 degrees right now, and it feels great. It's wonderful.
This is how intense the arguments get, that we're not even all in the same city, and Rusty still felt like he had to get further away from us.
I did. I couldn't stand being only 5 hours away from Jarett.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
I know. Just can't stand it. Just had to move to a completely different time zone.
We're all settled in. We're ready to do this. We have a new episode for you guys. We hope you enjoy the 4th of July, July 4th, Independence Day. I don't know what the politically correct term is. I'm trying to cover all bases here.
Is there a politically correct term? I mean, have you actually heard of someone getting actually really upset by referring to as Independence Day?
I think Independence Day may be the most correct.
What would be the most incorrect?
Is 4th of July politically incorrect?
How is that? That's an exact date.
I mean,
Does
it
it
is
offend
technically.
June?
But I mean,
I have no idea.
What would be politically incorrect? Just victory over Britain?
Yes.
Victory over England?
Victory over England Day? It
Maybe.
Doesn't sound as sexy.
Taxation without representation day?
Independence Day sounds pretty cool. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But I never use it. I always say 4th of July.
Yeah.
That's just easy because you see literally July 4th, so it just makes you think 4th of July.
Yeah.
And when I hear Independence Day, I think of the movie.
That's a great movie, by the way.
It is a great movie. But I don't think of the movie right away after I hear Independence Day. I think July 4th.
Jarett, when do you think Independence Day came out? What's your guess?
Like when it became a national holiday?
The movie.
I thought you meant when it became a national holiday. I'm going to say I'll say 1995.
Impressive. 96.
That was my gut instinct. My gut instinct thought 96. Anyway, 4th of July, Independence Day, aliens.
July 4th.
July 4th, yes.
So we posed a few topics.
Let's start with the meal. Perfect
meal.
meal.
The perfect 4th of July, July 4th Independence Day meal. So we have all we've all kind of come up with this. We've not shared these with each other yet. Either it's 5 items or less, your perfect July 4th meal.
What do you got, Jarett?
All right, well, I guess I'll go. So obviously now I'm not going to hog the meats. So I'll pick one meat, and then that way I'm not, stealing everybody else's meat. So the perfect July 4th meal, I'm going to go.
Stay away from my meat, first of all.
So I'll go with the old American. I'll change it up. I'll go the regular old cheeseburger.
How's that changing it up?
Well, I was gonna say
Don't say
another meat.
Don't hog the meat.
I'm not hogging the meats. Okay. So I'll say a cheeseburger, and then you got your Lay's potato. Then you got your Lay's potato chips.
Okay.
Now I've never been a big proponent. I cannot have a beer with a meal. I've never been able to do it. So most people would say an ice cold beer. I can't. I've never been able to do it. So I'll stick with a Pepsi, and then you got your Bush's baked beans.
Oh, okay.
And then for dessert we had homemade ice cream, but that was a Finley household staple on July 4th.
I'm pretty similar. Good. So I had written down, I don't dislike cheeseburgers, but I'm going to go with a hot dog. We've talked about this in previous episodes.
You would.
I know.
You hot would dog, pick the wiener.
The hot dog, the potato chips, baked beans. Definitely. You got to have baked beans. And then dessert, I'm going homemade ice cream all the way.
Oh, yeah.
So I agree with you here pretty well. I actually didn't even pick a drink. I didn't even think of a drink. I just wanted food. So I go with the cheeseburger like Jarett. So since that was already taken, I'm still going with it. But fries, just plain old French fries. Freaking love French fries. Um, Corn on the cob. There is nothing better than homegrown, fresh corn on the cob and butter and pepper. Mm.
Whoa, pepper. You put pepper on your corn on the cob.
Salt and pepper. Yes.
Oh, no, I'm more salt.
And you guys mentioned homemade ice cream, same thing, Finley staple for sure.
Yep.
But since it was mentioned, I'm going with homemade apple pie. And if I want to play along with the drink thing, fresh squeezed lemonade all the way.
The only thing I can't do with the corn on the cob is I have this problem with everything that comes like really hot. Like I'm gonna burn myself on it. I just know it.
Let it sit.
I'm not good with that, Fur. I get hungry and
don't
I want
eat
it
it
in
first.
my mouth.
Don't eat it first.
Well, I probably will. It's not the hot dog, it's the corn.
I bet you're one of those people that cooks a hot pocket, and right when the microwave dings, you just stick it right in your mouth.
Dude, pizza, like I take it out of the oven, I can't wait the whole 15 minutes for it to cool down.
15 minutes. It's cold by then.
15 minutes.
I was exaggerating. Get off it.
We talked about this obviously last summer, but Rusty, you mentioned hot dogs, and it made me think of. I actually had to look this up live while we were talking. If they're still going to have the Coney Island hot dog eating contest this year,
I would assume no.
Fortunately, they are still going to have it. It's still going to take place. Unfortunately, there's no crowds, and they're only having 5 participants instead of 15. I mean, let's be honest. No one focuses on 6 through 15 anyways. So, yeah, does anyone betting against Joey Chestnut? The dude's won it 12 times.
It's never even close. Like, how can you not bet on him?
He
won by like 20.
Torched everyone last year.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
By the way, he ate 71 dogs in 10 minutes last year.
The only person he's going up against is himself to break the record.
Yes, which I think it's like 74 maybe or something like that.
If you don't think it's impressive, I promise you, go home, make 10 hot dogs, and see how long it takes you to eat one in one sitting. It's going to take you like an hour.
Nope. No, because I need the all the accoutrement. I need the cheese. I need the ketchup. I just can't eat just the dog in a bun.
You put cheese on your hot dog?
Yeah, bro.
Like a slice of cheese?
Yeah, I take a slice of cheese and I fold it and tear it in half. And
this is why I moved to Arizona. I can't be close to people like you.
What? Kids. What? You're missing out, Rusty. Not putting cheese on your dog.
It's just not needed.
Well,
you don't need cheese on your hamburger either, but it just adds that extra zest.
You definitely need it on a cheeseburger. It's different.
Okay, we're moving on here. Independence Day 2020. Do you guys realize that only 76% of people plan to celebrate Independence Day this year?
With the Rona, I mean, can you blame them?
Well, you could still celebrate it. Like, what's the quarter of Americans doing?
But I bet people that are just going to stay at home and like do their own little family thing probably don't consider that celebrating it.
They should.
Yeah, but I bet if they were polled, I'm just trying to put myself in their shoes. I bet they would say
cheese and rice. They were polled. 76%.
I know. I'm saying if I was polled and I was just going to stay at home with my wife and kids, I probably would say no. I'm not going out and celebrating.
I mean,
how many people in this country celebrate Cinco de Mayo and it's not even an American holiday? Everyone here should be celebrating Independence Day.
That's a very good. Well, you're not going to see that number. I mean, you're not going to see 100%. I mean, what number?
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I feared
what number? Then
there's
what
a few
number?
People. At least 85, 90.
Well, what was it last year?
It is down from last year. It was 86 last year, 86%. So it's down pretty significantly.
Well, then I would just attribute that to Rona. I think that people are just.
Some people
there's nothing wrong with that.
Some people might be celebrating and they felt bad saying yes because of the virus. They feel guilty.
Look, there's nothing wrong with everyone going out in their own individual driveway and just being happy and cooking a hot dog or a hamburger. You're social distancing. Your neighbors are at least 40 feet away. Celebrate. Come on, let's get back to 86%. Why did we drop?
My point is they probably are celebrating. They just didn't want to tell it to the poll people because maybe they
Man.
thought they were the FBI. I don't know.
Are you two people who aren't celebrating as Debbie Downers you are here?
No,
I'm going to celebrate.
We're trying to be on the reasonable side of things. Like some people might travel for the 4th and head home. Maybe this year they're just not doing it, and so now you have to put that into effect. Maybe they
have to travel now to celebrate.
We will talk about this. This is a topic that we have actually that's in the list of things to talk about.
Let's clarify this. What do you have to do to be celebrating?
Very true. What do you consider celebration?
Just enjoy the freaking holiday that we have our independence.
Okay, so like chill out in the backyard and grill and eat and
sounds good to me.
Drinks.
Celebrating the 4th of July.
What if you just sat outside?
Do that all the time.
Yeah, I do that Yeah. What if you just don't do anything? Is that considered celebrating?
Do I have to listen to God Bless the USA in the background?
Why are you guys so anti-patriotic? Is it okay that I have an American flag behind me? Are you cool with that?
Look, man, I bleed red, white, and blue like the next person. I celebrate July 4th every single day. I wake up an American.
So the Debbie Downer about fireworks, which I'm sure you guys will love this because it's bad, is fireworks only 24% of people plan to celebrate with fireworks this year.
Really?
And I find that very surprising. 24%. That is surprising.
What is it normally? Do you know, Fur?
So last year was 40%.
It's still pretty low.
So buying and celebrating with fireworks is down quite a bit from 40 to 24. Cooking out, barbecuing, picnic, that's pretty similar. But a little over half of people are going to do it this year. About 60% did it last year.
But then
I wonder if there's just certain places in America that like they just don't do fireworks ever.
Well,
you gotta think like New York.
That might be in a trivia question coming up.
Yeah, and I would and Rusty, I would think that like people in New York or people in bigger cities, they have the giant firework display. So, and now if you're in a city limit or majority of people live in apartments, yeah, we're not going to spend money on fireworks. I bet the number would be bigger in Kansas. I bet it'd be way more than 40% would shoot off fireworks in Kansas. We love the
So, believe it or not, actually, Missouri, which is, Kansas City's kind of half and half. Missouri has the highest amount of money spent on fireworks of any state.
Well, because isn't one of their things is they have fireworks legal year round.
They do, and I think that probably helps contribute to it.
So while we're on this subject, can we talk about is it ever, at some point are you too old to do fireworks?
I have a strong opinion on this, and my guess is I know what your guys' opinion
Surely we all
is. Is America getting too old, or are we just not wanting to celebrate anymore?
You're never too old to shoot off fireworks.
I agree. Gosh darn it, you're never
too old
for it.
I would love to roll up on some 80-year-olds blowing it up.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. That would make a great video.
Like M80s.
Yeah.
Blowing crap up.
Yeah.
That might be some of it is just cost. Like that's the only downside I see to fireworks is it's expensive for like a moment of. I mean, it's amazing when you blow stuff up and it goes boom and you see pretty colors. Like it's freaking fun. But that's
pretty
like
colors.
Yeah, it's like $20 freaking for like 10
expensive.
seconds of enjoyment.
Yeah, but the thing is, the older you get, then the less quickly you can get away from the firework. And pretty soon, the older you get, all of a sudden you light it, and all of a sudden you try to run away. Boom, you twist an ankle, and now you kick over the firework, and now it falls right in front of your friends. And then all of a sudden you have a tragedy.
Have you guys seen the video of Terry
lighting fireworks? Back up, Terry! Yes.
We have to post that. Maybe we'll even play it real quick in this episode for everyone to see on our YouTube channel. Cool. But that is like one of the classic firework videos I've ever seen.
That one would be one of the greatest.
It has to
be. Yeah.
Back up,
Terry! Oh, Terry!
All right. So we talked about when you're being too old for fireworks. What about like, Rusty, you touched on lighting your own or watching the big show. Like if you had to pick one or the other, what are you guys taking? Do you want to buy your own fireworks and light them, or do you want to go to the big show and watch them?
No, I'm lighting my own freaking fireworks. That is half the fun. You don't have stories about, oh, I went to the big fireworks show and I remember exactly what happened. No, they blow off all sorts of crap. You never remember it. But I can remember tons of stories with my family or with my brother, like blowing up coffee cans, having a competition to see how many freaking black cats they would take. I mean, almost starting the field on fire. Like I just talked about, freaking shooting fireworks at my neighbors on accident and everybody laughed and everybody was fine. It's so much fun. I've loved it since I was a kid. Never gets old.
See, now this is where we kind of have a disagreement.
Yes,
Now,
yes,
of course.
yes.
Yes. So
No.
I think
Boo.
maybe since I got to junior high, I don't think I have used $1 to
What?
buy fireworks. Yeah,
It's junior high.
since junior high.
How?
I think we
Womp
quit doing it,
womp.
and I think we've only watched the town celebration, and I think we were happy with that. I find it more fun to watch the town display than shooting off your own, because the town display, they have licenses where they can get the big stuff, and they have the equipment where they can shoot off the big stuff, and they have obviously the money where they can shoot off the bigger stuff, and
But it only lasts like 15, 20 minutes. You can
Yeah,
like
but-
shoot off fireworks all day with your friends and family, like from sunrise to sunset.
everybody in town gets the exact same fireworks. So it's not like you're going to blow up something that I haven't seen 30 times before from the Smith family on the left of me and the Jones family to the right of me, because they're blowing up the same stuff that you are. So it's just
No,
like,
and it's the same stuff in the air too. It's the same big stuff
no,
every year
it is
too.
not. It is
Yes.
not the same stuff.
Yes, it is.
You're spending $200 on fireworks.
That's the only downside is money.
Where the downside, where the town display is spending maybe $200 to $300 to $400 on a shell alone. So now you're talking about bigger explosion. Maybe it's like a design of a heart or a smiley face or a bigger boom and a bigger finale. No, I am town display all the way. You keep your fireworks to yourselves, you lame small firework people.
Jarett, you're telling me if I bought you $200 worth of fireworks,
Yep.
and you couldn't go watch the big show, you would turn me down.
I just haven't had the enjoyment of wanting to do it. I haven't
missing
had
out.
the inkling. I haven't had the inkling to buy fireworks.
Is
It
it
is
because you're
never-
scared?
Not
I know
even-
you're scared of a lot of things. Are you scared?
I'm scared of fireworks.
You can open up to us. We
As
know. We know.
Look, as we have really just demoralized my masculinity on this podcast.
It wasn't much of it to begin with.
There wasn't much, but I'm not afraid of fireworks. I've never had the itch. So if you told me tomorrow, it's like, hey, I have $250 of fireworks I can't blow off, and look, I'm just gonna give them to you for free. I'll be like, well, they're gonna stick in my garage then, because
You wouldn't even light them off?
No, I don't think I would. I don't
Oh
think I
my.
would.
Zero.
You would
fun
not light
served.
off fireworks if I bought them for you.
Probably not, man. And I'm being honest. I wish I was trying to be controversial again,
Dude,
but I probably wouldn't. I
I
probably
freaking
You are
knew.
being controversial. Are you
I don't-
insane?
I'm not trying to. It's not on purpose. It's definitely not on purpose. I'm not trying to start an argument, but I guess I am. A little
Somehow
bit,
I
but
knew.
I wouldn't do it. I would not do it.
Before this
Did you
even
get
started, I
burnt
knew
by
he
a
was going to
punk
say
when
this.
you were little?
No,
You're missing out on life.
I don't think so. Why? I'm watching the town. I watch the town blow up stuff. I don't need to spend money to do it on my own. Don't me. You guys. Look,
Jared's more of a watcher. He doesn't want to do it. It's fine.
Look, unless you
Learn
two,
a lot about you.
okay, here's the thing. Unless you two are spending over $1,000 on fireworks, then maybe you can count me and help you shoot them off. But if you're ever just Tom, Dick, and Joe buying fireworks, I'm okay. I'm not gonna help you shoot them off. I might watch, but like, just not my thing.
You're
Okay.
crazy. Let's move on.
Why am I crazy? That's
You just are, okay? Move on.
great argument. I just are.
Let's do some trivia, then we'll finish
Okay.
up with our patriotic or not segment.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cue the trivia
So-
music.
Hope
Cue
we're
the trivia
quick.
music. I've got 5 questions. Rusty's going to go first because he joined the call first. If you don't get it right, Jarett, you have the chance to steal.
Okay.
I'm I'm terrible.
These are all kind of Independence Day, 4th of July, America related. Question number 1. Today, there's 328 million people in the U.S., roughly. How many people were there in July of 1776? 1 million, 2.5 million, or 5 million?
2.5 million.
Ding, ding.
Yes.
Well done. Well done. All right. Rusty's got himself a point.
Check.
Jarett. On July 4th, every year, the Liberty Bell rings how many times? 4, 13, or 76?
Oh my goodness. Well, since I would assume the Liberty Bell has a crack in it, I wouldn't assume 76 times. I would have to lean 13 to the 13 original colonies. So I'm going to say 13.
Correct. Well done, gentlemen. Look at you guys.
That's for you.
All right.
Cole. Okay, I hope Cole knows that. Just spotting a little bit of American history out there.
So a little bit to our conversation earlier. In 2019, Rusty, Americans spent how much on fireworks? 1 billion, 5 billion, or 10 billion?
I'm gonna be weird and say 1.
That's correct.
Yeah, I was gonna guess low too, because 5 and 10 billion seems.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of fireworks.
Well done.
1 billion
well
still
done.
kind of shocks me. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I bet it won't be as much this year. Jarett, question number 4. We kind of got alluded to this. I hinted there'd be a question on this later. There is one state in the U.S. that bans the use of fireworks. Is it California, Nevada, New York, or Massachusetts?
Okay, so I'm gonna go West Coast. I'm gonna guess one of the dry states. I'm gonna go with Nevada.
That's incorrect. Rusty, would you like? Let's see if you can steal.
I probably would stay on the West Coast. I'm going California.
It's actually Massachusetts.
Dang it. I thought that at first because I was like, that's the most unorthodox one you said. So I was like, that one kind of sticks out.
All right, Rusty, you can seal the deal here. So this question's worth 2 points.
All right.
Last year, there was roughly 10,000 fireworks-related injuries. What other popular American tradition is 10 times more dangerous? Grilling, playing baseball, or choking on your food?
This is a ridiculous question. I love it.
So there's like 100,000.
Dude, I'm going with choking. It has to be choking.
Oh my gosh. Why
Jarett.
did you pause?
Can you steal? Can you steal this?
What was the other two?
Choking is not the answer. Choking is not the answer. Playing baseball or grilling?
I'm gonna say grilling.
Baseball.
What?
Oh, man.
You said the American traditions, grilling, baseball, and you said choking.
It was the most weird one, so I went with it.
Pause. You said choking. Pause. During eating food. I was just like, is that the point of...
Oh, America, we just choke.
Gather around. It's time for Grandpa to choke out the grandkids.
For a second, I thought he was talking about the Cowboys.
Come on. I said one thing. This is okay. Let's
You said you didn't like Patrick Mahomes.
I don't talk. I said one thing about the Chiefs during this whole thing. No,
You never say anything. You just tweet.
Cowboys twice.
You're a hater. All you do is tweet bad things about Patrick Mahomes.
Shut off Twitter, man. Just ignore me.
Okay.
Should we do our last one?
We had a segment that was introduced as an idea to one of our listeners, Jason Finley. So shout out to him for the idea of doing a segment on patriotic or not. So basically what we've come up with is two different pictures, one that we think is patriotic, one that we think is not, either a picture or a movie. And we're going to go around the horn here and vote on these.
I can start.
Oh.
Let's go with this one. You guys have probably seen this one.
I have not.
I don't know if I have either. Okay. Okay, I have seen this. This is 100% patriotic.
Yes. I don't know what you get more patriotic.
This is amazing. He is straight launching. Who are his neighbors? That's what I want to know. And what are they thinking right now?
What is going on?
He's like straight launching. This is the type of fireworks, Jarett, that you wouldn't want to launch because you'd rather go watch a show.
It starts to get out of control here.
I don't know.
Is that redneck? Is that not patriotic?
That is redneck. I'm sorry. What? anything that you feel is patriotic, like, oh, I'm going to put on some stars and bars underpants, and I'm going to shoot off fireworks in the Blue Yonder, and I'm going to wear a headband, and then I'm going to film it and put it on YouTube. That's redneck. That's redneck.
No.
You're not trying to be patriotic. You're just trying. You're showing off. So
He is
I'm
showing
giving that,
off. I
I'm
agree.
giving that the Jarett Finley stamp of redneck. Yeehaw!
So here are mine. I have two. I have one that I think is patriotic and one that I think is not. And it's really pretty minor difference here. This, I think, is patriotic.
Oh, yes.
They've painted the flag on their pickup. It's old. It's an old Ford. It's just like a classic. And I'm not actually an old vehicle guy, but I just think this screams like America. This, I don't think is patriotic.
Oh, what's
Is that just
the
because it
difference?
doesn't look as cool?
Explain
just
to
not
me
a classic.
Why you think
It's
that
just-
is different?
I don't know. Like when I think of America and our roots and like where what we were founded on, like I just think of like, I don't know, just like old
Like that
classic,
one.
like, I know this isn't a Model T, but I just think of like older America, like this is where we got our start. And this just has that classic American feel
those
to it.
people probably painted it. Like they probably hand painted that
That's
one on the
true.
old car.
That's true. And that may play into it.
It's almost too
Jarett?
Okay. It's like they
Jarett,
tried to
you
be too good with it.
disagree? You think my rationale isn't right here?
I think. Okay, look, we're gonna pretend we're like the rules of the flag, because if anybody knows, the rules of the flag is you're not supposed to do this because that's
Right.
disrespectful of the flag. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. I like both of those. I like both trucks. I don't think it's redneck. I think it's very patriotic. I think it's very cool. I'm not leaning on redneck on this one. I'm gonna say both of those trucks are very American. I cry tears of freedom because I like both of those. I think both of those are awesome.
All right, well, cry your tears of freedom and let's see what you got.
I think this might be the most patriotic thing that you'll ever see in your life. And if you can't tell, that it's Abraham Lincoln holding an automatic. How do you say that word? Automatic.
It's so
Automatic
it's so
gun.
patriotic you can't even talk.
He's riding a bear with the United States as his saddle, holding up. I'm guessing his speech 7 years ago. We tamed bears.
I assumed it was the Declaration of Independence.
That is American. Now
What about that is patriotic?
because
That is
it's
the
awesome.
fakest. That's the fakest thing I've seen.
Dude, that was a real picture.
Yeah.
That was him at Gettysburg.
My brother is officially disowning you as a family member after
No
that.
doubt.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm glad you put a lot of time into this topic.
I did.
Oh, I shouldn't expect anything better than that from you.
That's
The last one I have that we all kind of saw, I'm curious to see what people think too, is in the promo video, right, that we put out for this episode, I intentionally put a flag in the back of my truck and wanted to see what your guys' thoughts were on if you think people driving around with an American flag sticking out the back of their truck, is that patriotic or not?
I'll kick things off. It's not patriotic.
Why?
Okay, I'm sorry. I think it's a redneck move. I think once again you're doing it for attention, and you're gonna say, well, Jarett, how is that any different than you painting your car or your truck or anything else? It's like, how is that any different? I'm guessing they're not taking that out just to get groceries. look, if you're just driving, if you're not in a parade, take down the American flag from your truck. Okay, that's a redneck move, you know. And if you have a big old wad or cha in your mouth and you're spitting it out, the American flag is like, that's not American, man. That's redneck.
Well, don't
You're
bring the
adding to
chew
the
into
story.
this.
Nope, I'm bringing
Yeah.
the chew into it. I'm bringing the
leave
cha.
the chew out. Leave the chew out.
Nope.
I think it's okay. I don't mind it, especially on the 4th of July. Look, if you're doing it, you're obviously making a bold statement. Yes, I can see a lot of people doing it for attention, but I don't have any problems with it.
I think it's great. Like, so if you see that, Jarett, like if you're driving around, you see somebody, does that upset you? Like, it gives me the biggest freaking smile. I love it.
I shake my head.
What?
Like, ugh. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I roll my eyes at people that do that. Yeah.
You don't think Abe Lincoln was sitting on a bear trying to get attention?
No, he was making a statement.
And that's exactly what these people are driving a truck. They're making a statement.
Look, if you are riding a bear and you are using the American flag as a cape, I'll let that fly. I'll be like, okay, that's pretty badass. But if you're not, if you're just in your beater up pickup that old Grandpa Joe sold you for $300 and you thought you
why do you have to add these other things to it? Okay, if you're going to add other things to it, let me take your things. Let me say you're chewing. Let me say that Grandpa Joe sold you a $300 truck and you've got a flag in the back. What if that back is filled with veterans and you're driving around slowly with the American flag?
Okay. So all right. So now if you're driving around,
see, context is everything. You can't add things. The example.
And you just picked up like a bunch of World War II veterans, and you're like, hop on in. And now you're just cruising around town with a bunch of 90-year-old men who don't know where they are.
Hey, yes, they do. Board. Don't say that. You're judging. They know where they're at, and by God, they're probably going to be lighting fireworks with us because we mentioned that at the beginning of the show. That's freaking awesome.
Okay, I'm on board with that. Okay,
thank you.
If you have a bed full of veterans, you go ahead and you fly your flag as much as you want, and you give those old timers the time of your life.
You laugh, Jarett, but look, let me just paint this visual for you because this could happen. This could happen. This could happen.
Oh yes.
Damn.
There's a thunderstorm going on.
Yes, there is.
And wasn't there a tornado warning? Wasn't like there was a siren going off?
Look, all that truck needs is an American flag, and we're talking one of the most patriotic things you've seen all day.
There are so many unanswered questions with that video.
We'll never know.
Look, they have to have been part of a parade. You don't, because that is not, you can't.
I think you're right. That's a good thought. I think that I never thought of that, but I'm going to go ahead and claim the Neek of the week is the driver of that vehicle.
Yeah, Neek of the week definitely goes to that guy.
It's not a good thing.
No, it's not a prestigious award to have by any means, but yeah, the Neek of the week.
We thank you all for tuning in. We know it's been a while. We wish everyone a safe and happy 4th of July. And so until next time.
Back up, Terry!
Back up, Terry!
Until next time, back up, Terry. We'll see you. Not Exactly Experts signing out.
Bag up, Terry. Put in reverse, Terry. Put in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. What you doing, Terry?